You keep overlooking life, but that's the biggest blessing. Just engage with who you are and throw the biggest wedding. Just think of this as food for thought, you feel I'm overstepping. I got a good degree in knowledge if it's ever question. I'd rather see you shining than the
Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to Chasing OK Life's Marathon, a podcast about anything and everything presented by LiveOK. LiveOK is centered around promoting mental health awareness. Visit Shop LiveOK, that's ShopLiveOK.com, where the proceeds go towards making a difference. Now let's get into it. Hey, everybody, welcome back to the pod, Chasing OK Life's Marathon, episode 40. We have a short but long episode today, long because we do have a guest at the end. Disclaimer, the audio has been a little bit bad when I do outside of the home pods. Gotta find a better lavalier mic. These ones trash. They look cool and everything, trash. So please bear with me when you get to the interview part. It is a really good interview. There may be a part two because there are some questions I didn't get to ask. But overall, it was a good conversation with a great person. But let's get into it. It is not my fault. It is June 16th as I'm recording, as you may be hearing on 16th or 17th or whatever you hear. Either way, June. It's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. I hope that you reach out to your guy friends and family and make sure they're doing okay. Even if they say they're not, even if they say they're doing okay, just make sure you double check, because even when people say that they are okay, doesn't mean that they're necessarily okay. Like I said before, just pry, ask questions, and make sure your people are doing good. Like I said, we do have a guest at the end, and we are currently at 81 subs. So we did gain a sub over the past 2 weeks. We need 19 more to get that 100. I know I keep saying it, and I do mean it. Eventually, I will start reposting on social media, to get that engagement up. But other than that, let's get into the pod. Starting out with our sports. The main thing in sports everybody's talking about. I did say Knicks in 6, but I was wrong. Knicks 1-5. Congratulations to the Knicks. I think it was 53 years since they won a title last. So congratulations to the Knicks. Spurs will get back to the finals and probably will get a couple uh championships under their belt. Hopefully the Knicks get a couple under their belt too, so they don't have to experience the long drought as us Cowboys fans have been feeling. Hasn't been as long as the Knicks drought, but you know, one day we'll get there. And I'm not the one to say this is our year, because I never know. So hopefully we get to a championship, if not the Super Bowl. Hopefully we'll get to like a conference championship. But congratulations to the Knicks. Knicks fans did as expected and tore New York City down. I wasn't there, just from what I saw, but hey, when you're having fun, I guess you gotta destroy some things. Uh, but that's not all that happened. Y'all know there was a lot of joy and jubilation um, in New York City. So congratulations to the Knicks. Congratulations to Jalen Brunson for getting MVP. And yeah, Spurs will be there again. If not next year, probably the year after. Uh, Maybe not next year, because I think LeBron's last year is going to be next year, and then I think he's going to have all or both of his sons, and then they're going to join a squad, like a crazy dream team of father sons, and they're going to get the they're going to get a championship, and then LeBron's going to retire, because that's how life goes. Uh, Oh, congratulations to the Knicks. Like I said, I didn't get to watch any of the games because A, I didn't want to go somewhere to watch it, and B, all these damn streaming services, you gotta have 30 streaming services just to watch one thing. Um, I know there's combinations, but everything gets starting getting expensive. You gotta have Netflix, Hulu, Paramount, Peacock. Hey, why can't you just all put it on one service and call it a day? Because nobody, like, even like ESPN doesn't have its own, or do they? ESPN Go, but I don't know if you can watch the games. I don't know. Well, either way, I didn't watch the games, but I did stay up to date and listen to some as they were going on. But yeah, again, congratulations to the Knicks. We shall move on, staying with sports, but also a current event. USC had it's a Trump's birthday party thing this past weekend. And from what I heard, it was a bust when it came to ratings and attendance. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't do that much research in it because I don't care that much about it because it's stupid and it is borderline on mimicking the movie Idiocracy. Um, because that's what the Orange Man is. He is a Idiocracy president. Hopefully, we'll get back to move towards a better future for uh our people, and yeah, and great things will happen. um I'm not going to get too much into current events because there was a lot that's going on. There's a lot that I can talk about, but a lot that I don't want to get into. I'm in a bit of a happier mood, and I don't want to get down from talking about what's going on in the world today. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's either on their way to work or coming from her work or at the gym or just doing something they enjoy while they listen, or just in life. um a topic I did want to talk about is accountability. I feel like I talked about accountability before, but I feel like we don't not we there's not a lot of accountability in the world. And I know there's that FAFO. um uh I was about to call it an epidemic, but it's not. I don't know the word, but the FAFO thing that's going around. You mess around and you will find out. And the finding out phase is that accountability. Excuse me. So I mean, you can get accountability from getting somebody's hands placed on you, or you can just take accountability for your actions and apologize and stop being hateful, or just a bad person. But I think we lost accountability, and I think a lot of it is governmental. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too deep into it, um, cause but no, the one thing I wanted to say is that the reason why I say it's governmental is because nothing is really fair um when it comes to people being uh judged on their actions, or uh given proper recourse to their actions. But maybe one day we'll reach that accountability phase, and people will start understanding that their actions have a negative effect on others or themselves. um but the one thing I do like about the outside giving you the accountability that you deserve, um is when you get found out on like a social media, or mainly social media. You get found out on social media, you get recorded doing something that, you know, um just being hateful or just being a bad person, and you get found and you lose your job. Hey, you need to take accountability and say, hey, I was an ass, and I deserve this. And then maybe you can move forward and do better things in your life. I've been trying to take accountability, or no, I'm not really trying. I've been better at taking accountability for my actions and the things that I do. I understand, um, some things can get said or some actions can get done in different headspaces, but I like to look back on the things that I've done, things that I've said, and either apologize or just learn from those actions and doing better. Um, I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, like I always do, but just quick and to the point. I think people should start taking accountability. One other thing I did want to talk about um is a question, really. I found out uh last week or earlier this week that I think it's Brazil. Um, I know it's a southern country, um, but I think it's Brazil where racism is illegal. Like, you do something racist on the street, you get arrested and you get to go to jail. Like, congratulations. Why can't that be? Why can't that be in America? You know, it would be funny. Like actually, it should be like worldwide, but it would be like hilarious if racism was illegal because you know you get all that hate in like comment sections, and then you get found from being hateful in the comment section, and then you go to prison or jail, whatever you get locked up for using your little thumbs and just say something that didn't need to be said, dropping dropping monkey emojis uh underneath black people posts because you got nothing else better to do with your life. So imagine if all that was illegal. I understand hate speech is illegal and hate crimes are illegal, but like actual racism, if it was illegal, that would be crazy. But if one country can do it, I know other countries can do it. So what if we did it? It would never get passed because we're ran by those people. If it got voted on, I feel like if like the people of the world voted on it, I feel like it would get passed. But if it was left to the politicians and everything, it wouldn't get passed because it would just it wouldn't get passed and it would show the true colors that we all know. Just like slavery um getting found illegal, and I think it was like Alabama or Mississippi like a few years ago. Like, why did it take so long for you to abolish slavery? Not abolish, uh, illegalize slavery, outlaw slavery. I think that's the word I'm looking for. But it is what it is. It won't happen. I don't think in my lifetime. But if it does, I think a lot of things would change. A lot of people's, attitudes, trolling in the comment sections, saying, a former president's wife is, you know, not a woman, and you get to go to jail and you get to, sit and think about your actions. If you get that, you reach that FAFO phase. I think everybody should encounter an FAFO phase and then learn from it and then not, you're no longer FA. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about. Just quick, short, simple, sweet. I didn't want to get too into anything. I didn't really have much to talk about today, but I wanted to get this pod out because I wanted to share my thoughts of the events going on around the world today and congratulate the Knicks because I didn't want to have to bring the Knicks up 2 weeks from now when it's all settled down. I think hockey still going on. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah. Other than that, that's all I have for y'all. Like I said before, I do have a guest coming on that you will see in the next few seconds. Uh, please be mindful that the audio isn't as great as I would like it to be. But I hope y'all enjoy the conversation. I hope y'all keep doing great things. I hope y'all keep living and loving life. Keep like, sharing, subscribing, everything down below. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for like, sharing, and subscribing and commenting, having a conversation with me. If you do want to come on, feel free to reach out. If you've already been on, you want to come on again, feel free to reach out. But other than that, until next time, stay tuned and enjoy the conversation. Peace.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of LiveOK. Last time we are here in a different location. As you can see, we're here with a special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name's Alicia. Do I talk to them about myself?
Well, I'm going to ask you in general.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
So yeah, so here with Alicia. Known you for not too long.
I think like
A year or two,
3. Wait.
3 years.
Oh wait, you've known me for.
Like actually playing.
You've only been playing with me for like what, a month or 2?
It was a whole season.
Okay, 2 months.
Like we played together.
2 months and a half.
But we've known each other for it's been 3 years.
I moved here from Houston and I've only been here for a year, so like you can't have known me that long.
That's not even gonna say 3. We're gonna say 3 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 months. Yeah, possibly.
I feel like you've been here longer.
I've only been in Dallas for like a year.
Because you played with played on college team.
Yeah.
And still had the grass field for softball.
That was
last year.
Yeah, I moved here in May of last year. So it's like been a year and like.
Okay, so what brought you? Okay, so where are you from?
So I was born and raised in Houston. Always Houston my whole life in Texas, I guess. So far, I really like Dallas. Dallas is cool. I do miss like the culture and like the food, of course, in Houston. But I feel like Dallas is growing. So.
Culture as a just like Houston in general. Or
Like the culture, I feel like it's really diverse as well. Like it's a really diverse city, and I feel like a lot of cultures come together. There's like a lot of food, like different types of foods that you can try here. It's like limited, you know. So.
My mom lives in Houston for 4+ years.
Oh, nice.
I didn't get to explore the city. She was in Humble.
Oh, that's far. It's like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I wish I could.
You should go back.
I'll visit.
Visit, yeah.
So I skipped a part. So as an icebreaker, we start the conversation. So it used to be, would you choose deep ocean or deep space? But we changed it, or I changed it because everybody kept chasing deep space. But the icebreaker is if you had the option, you can get $1 billion right now. But the caveat is you can only live for the next 20 years. Would you take it?
If I had $1 billion and only lived for 20 years,
So you get $1 billion right now, but you only can live for 20 years.
I think I would. Yeah.
I would take it too.
I would take it. Yeah, there's so much you can do. I feel like with the span of like $1 billion and you have 20, they said 20 years.
Yep.
Yeah, I would take it. I would do so much in a heartbeat.
And you can leave some behind.
Yeah, that's really smart. Yeah, I would. I felt guilty for thinking no, but I was like, wait, I actually would say yes.
Yeah, that's why I brought up the question because I feel like it shows how you think. Because people will be like, no, like I want to live past 60 or 80.
Yeah.
I honestly don't want to be that old.
I don't want to be old at all.
But I also want to leave a legacy.
Yeah.
I feel like if I had $1 billion, I used to so.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you are one of. I think we asked this question maybe 4 times. I think you're two. I think we're 50%.
50%.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so cool.
All right. So how many?
I'm 25.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're 25, and did you go to school in Houston?
Yes, I graduated in 2024 with my bachelor's degree from University of Houston, and then I actually studied like something completely different with what I'm doing now. So I did kinesiology. I wanted to do physical therapy, but then I was like into it already. Like the moment I got into it and I was like finishing up school and I was interning at a hospital, I realized I didn't actually want to do it, and I was kind of stuck. I was like, do I actually want to do this, or am I doing this because like I'm doing it for type of thing, right? And then because I was already almost done with school, I was just like, I'm just gonna graduate, just like finish it, just in case like a backup plan. But now I'm doing like something completely different, which is like I told you, right? I'm like in school to be a pilot, so it's like a complete 180 from like what I wanted to do.
So like you say, your parental pressures. When you graduated high school and you went into kinesiology, was that your family like, hey, this is a good career?
Yeah, it was like something my mom wanted me to do a little bit more. I've always been around aviation and like airplanes and stuff as a young kid because my dad was from Southwest, and he wanted me to actually like start the moment I turned 16. But since I was hanging out with my mom more because my dad's a great dad. It's just that he wasn't really present in my life because he's the only one working in the household. So like my mom was to stay at home. So I didn't really get to spend time with my dad as much as I wanted to as a kid. But because he wanted me to do aviation, I was just like kind of going against what he wanted.
Yeah.
I was like, let me just listen to my mom. You know, like I'm with my mom. So, like as a young kid, to like early college days, I was just like doing, what I thought was good for me. And then after that, I was like, dang, I should listen to my dad.
So what do you foresee at like post flight pilot license?
What do I see? Like
once you get your license.
oh, what do I want to do?
Yeah.
So after I finish up my private license, I have to like finish the rest of my rating. So there's like different ratings that you have to do in order to become like a really big airline pilot. So you have to get like your instrument rating and then your CFI, which is like an instructor, and then CFII, which is like instrument instructor. You also have to get like your multi-engine and commercial ratings. So after I'm done with all of that, my plan is hopefully to like either one work for like a private jet company or maybe work for like cargo, like something like Amazon or like FedEx or something like that.
You don't want to be in charge of too many people's lives.
I just don't really want. I feel like I am a people person, but to an extent. So a side job that I've always done for so long since I was 16 was a server. So I've always been around people, and I feel like I know how to communicate well and talk to people. But because when you're an airline pilot, you have to deal with passengers like for the rest of your career, right? You're gonna have to deal with people.
Yeah.
But when you're just like a private jet or when you're cargo, you're just going in to fly. Like you're just doing your job, you're flying, and then you go back to wherever you need to go, right? But yeah, that sounds like my dad. He was begging me. He's like, "Can you please be a Southwest like pilot?" And I was like, "I don't know, Dad. I don't really deal with people." But he did say like you should take whatever is given to you, like offer, like whatever is offered to you.
I mean, but even if you do commercial flying, you don't have to stay in.
That is true. You don't have to. You can always get out of it and do something else.
Yeah, and you can go from cargo to
Commercial.
or you can do all 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just like an option. I just thought about it, but I was like, do I really want to deal with people and going on the COLM thing? Like, hello, Southwest, like passengers, like yada yada yada, things like that. We're going here. I don't really want to deal with it.
So, all right. So you're flying now. Much longer?
So you have to have about 1,500 hours total, and right now I'm currently at like 60 something hours.
You said 1,500.
15, like 1,500.
Yeah,
Yeah,
60.
60. And like the fastest way really to get your hours is to become an instructor, which is like you're teaching people how to fly, but you're also like getting paid to fly and teach people. So that's what a lot of pilots do. They go in that route, like becoming an instructor. But if I had to estimate how much longer I had, if I really like finished at like a specific speed, I'd say like maybe 2 weeks.
Sounds. I mean, you only be 27.
Yeah.
Like, probably 20. So that's good. You'll be the 4th.
Oh, you know other pilots? Oh, cool.
One I know is like an friend who went to college together, and I saw that he became a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
One went to high school with, so he's kind of an acquaintance. And one was a really close friend, still kind of close, but like he flies for Delta, I think.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a really good airline too.
I think he works for Delta, but he doesn't fly.
Is he like?
No, he's bags.
Oh, like the weather, yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
oh, back to your parents. So they're still together?
Yes.
Okay. I don't see a lot of Asian
Parents.
similar.
I wouldn't say we're not like your typical family. There was like a lot of like falling out in the beginning of their marriage, like after they had my brother. But as like we got older and after I moved out of the house, I'd say like the relationship has gotten a lot better. I wish they were like a happy married couple, but I like how they can be mature about it, still like still love each other because they know that like they're the parent, the father or the mother of me and my brothers. So there's still like a line of respect, we're just like it's a big happy family.
Yeah. So I love this question. But good Asian.
I'm Cambodian and Vietnamese. My mom's half Vietnamese and half Cambodian. My dad's like Cambodian. Mm-hmm.
I've never met any Cambodians. I've dated a Vietnamese.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Don't want to get into that conversation.
They're crazy, right?
But she was cool until I joined the Navy, and then she couldn't handle too much.
Dang, sorry.
It is.
How long were you guys together?
6 months to a year. It wasn't that long. but it could have been if I did. So start the system and then started talking, and then I was like, I can't change my mind. So then you want to be gone. She was cool with it, and she was cool.
Dang, sorry. Are you on active duty or like what are you on? Like,
Completely out.
oh,
Just I did 4 years, 2022, no, 2016, 2020. Talking up, 6 years. So, nothing. You said you never wanted to leave to go to school? Like, branch out?
like back in Houston, did I?
Like you say you grew up in Houston, right?
Yeah.
And then you went to university. You didn't want to go to another state?
I did. I really was interested in like going to like Oklahoma at one point because they had like an aviation program, and then I also, I guess, I didn't really fully think about moving out of my own city, and that's why I think I was really comfortable there, and which is why I was like, maybe I need to move here. It's like a new, I guess, feeling that I've never experienced before, and I am a family oriented person. I'm really, really close to my siblings, my brother and my cousins, and my dad, of course. I feel like I need to step out of my comfort zone in order to really like.
Yeah.
But yeah, back at home, I didn't want to move or like be anywhere far. So even with like Houston, the university I was at, it was a school. Like I didn't really get that true college experience in Houston.
Yeah.
Which is only like 20 minutes away from my house. So I was commuting, you know. I didn't get like the real college experience.
You didn't live on campus the first year?
I did community college for like 2 years, and then that's when I transferred. So I didn't have to live on campus or anything.
So maybe some racist for saying you didn't. You wasn't like a straight A student from typical Asian.
Oh God, I wish I was. So um, as a young kid, I suffered with a lot of like ADHD problems, and if you like, if I could see like little me right now, I would think that she's autistic. Because I was just like so hyper. I was such a hyper kid. It was hard for me to focus in school. I wasn't making good grades. And at one point, my mom, she knew that there was something wrong with me, and she wanted to take me to the doctor and take like medication for ADHD. But because my dad was like, she's just a kid, like she's just growing up, like she just can't sit still. He didn't want me to be on any meds. So throughout my whole, I guess, high school or like elementary school, whatever, I didn't really make the best grades because I wasn't. It was so hard for me to focus. You know, like I could read a whole page or like two in a book, and I'd be like, "What did I just read?" You know? Yeah.
Read like a sentence, and then I would be like, "What's on that sentence?" I gotta read with like
a little
tracker,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that your dad and mom's point of views were different because of their different?
Yes. So their backgrounds were a little similar, but yet a little different. Like my mom, I felt like went through a lot of trauma as a young kid. Like her mom, like, wasn't the best mom for her, and so the parenting skills from my mom's side was different than my dad. My dad's parents, like they were so sweet. You know, like my grandpa. I've never met my grandpa. He was killed in a war. Like he was like, I guess missing, but we knew like he passed away during like the genocide or something. But their parenting skills were different from my mom's parents, you know. So my dad knew how to parent me. He was a little hard on me. He was like a boot camp type of dad. Like he actually wanted to send me away for like 2 months because I was so bad. But yeah, they kind of butt heads. Their parenting skills are a lot different.
So your grandfather was military. Was your dad military?
My dad was not military. My other grandpa, which is my dad's uncle, was in the Air Force here in America, which is how like they were able to come over. He sponsored them to come over here. Yeah.
Does your parents have college educations?
Yes. So my dad has an associate's degree with so he's a mechanic. So he has to go to school for mechanic school. He's an aircraft technician now, so he doesn't have to do like the labor work. My mom, her highest education, I think, was her cosmetology license. So she did cosmetology for like a couple years. But she just decided to stay home, to take care of because I'm not sure.
And I guess your dad, I mean, I feel like all aviation careers do pretty well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he wanted my mom, which I think was really sweet. I always respected my dad for it. He was like, put food on the table for you guys. We'll take care of your mom. I didn't want her to work. You know, he didn't really want her to be absent from me and my brother either. So
That's good. And it's nice that you have both of them in the household. I do have both my parents. They just were in the same household.
oh yeah, see,
But I'm stepping now, or had it for a long time. But so my sister was raised pretty good. I'm not saying I wasn't, but she had two parents. I just had the distance.
Yeah. Are you the oldest?
No, well, I am the youngest of my mother and the oldest of my father.
Oh, okay. I see.
And I'm in the mid.
Well, you're like middle-ish. Okay.
But like in my dad's household, I'm the oldest. In my mom's household, I'm the youngest. So I get babied and I don't get babied.
Oh, you get best of both worlds, I guess. That's cool. I guess I am a little familiar with military families. A bit. My dad really wanted me to join the Air Force. He's still begging me to join the Air Force.
Do have time, but I would enjoy it in this life.
I wouldn't be there. I've tried to explain it to him. He's like, "Come on, you're gonna get the benefits and stuff."
It's just great.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm sure you would understand.
But it's a commitment. I'll only advise people to go if they don't know what they want to do. And I think a lot of people, especially at a young age, like you went through school, you got your kinesiology, and then you change your mind. So I want to do. I feel like other people do that. I think everybody should take like at least 2 years from high school to experience life and realize they want to do. You just go from high school, be in college all your life, to college, and what do you want to do? What made you want to do? Do you want to be a doctor?
Yeah, and it made me feel so guilty for not knowing or like what I really wanted to do. Like the feeling of like fitting in, where like you really want to, but you just can't. Like in your heart,
Yeah.
it sucks.
Sometimes you just gotta do what your heart tells you,
Yeah.
and yours told you to fly.
It's crazy, right? Because I went through so much of like a change, like. So like later in high school, I think my senior year, because I attended a dual credit high school, so it's like you can start on your career early. You like take college classes and they put you in like some sort of like, so they have one for EMT, they have one for like what is it, welding, and they have one for veterinarians. There was so much more, like it was so broad.
Yeah.
And I chose the veterinarian one because I found a passion in like taking care of my animals. I still do, like so I like wanted to be a vet, so I was a vet assistant for like a little bit towards high school, like the end of high school. I was volunteering at like a shelter, and I was like also like an assistant at a vet clinic. And then my mom was so happy. She was like, "This is what I want you to do." But then like I realized I didn't want to do it anymore because I didn't want to see like sick animals anymore and putting them down. And that was making me really depressed. And like working in the shelter was so depressing as well. Like you're seeing dogs and cats like being pulled out of their cage and they're thinking they're gonna be adopted.
Yeah.
And they're like put to sleep. Like I couldn't do it. Like it just hurts too much.
I couldn't. But do you feel type of way? I would say disappointed here.
I'm definitely disappointed in my mom. When I changed my career, like after getting out of high school and like telling her that I didn't want to do it anymore, it was so hard. She was like, she didn't talk to me for like 3 weeks. Yeah, she was like, I can't believe you don't want to do it. You're really sticking with it. I think I just didn't want to do it.
You gotta do what makes you happy. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought again, and I had it in my head. Oh, so when you were going through the kinesiology route, at what point did you just be like, "Yeah, I can't do this"? Like, were you like in like clinical?
Yeah, it was during my internship. I was like doing the in hospital intern thing, and I just didn't want to deal with people. I was seeing like movements happening, urine getting on people, people in pain complaining all the time. I'm just like, oh God, I don't want to deal with people as much as I wanted to. Like, I love helping people. Don't get me wrong. Like, but I just didn't want to do it.
So what made you get into serving?
Serving. Oh, I just knew it was like fast, like money. It's like the fastest way to like get money like when you're young. You know, it's just like I knew it was the most efficient way.
And you're still serving Christ?
I am, but not as much. Like, I didn't. I needed a break. Yeah.
What type of server?
It was like a sushi restaurant, like a high end sushi restaurant. Yeah. So I've always like been familiar with serving and like working the POS system. I just needed a break. You know when your social battery starts to die down, you're like, oh God, I can't do it anymore. Yeah.
So you grew up. You just have your brother. Older, you said.
I have a younger brother. He just turned 22 in May. I'm really close to him, and I'm really, really close to I have these two other cousins I'm really close to. I'll show you a picture. But they're like they're like my babies. Like, a lot of the time, sometimes I feel like, even though I'm the oldest, I feel like they're so wise that I would go to them about it. And,
Stay different.
so
You've been 3 years.
my other cousin, he's, I believe, 23, so 2 years. I have another cousin, she's 20, so, but she's turning 21 in November. Like 4 years.
So you're just like siblings.
Yeah.
So my oldest brother is 4 years older than me. My middle brother's 2 years older than me. 2 years apart.
Mm-hmm.
And then my sister is 9 years younger than me.
Aw.
David, she just graduated.
Yeah, so you're close to your family too. Your family too.
But that's not what I wanted to bring up. I am very appreciative. Family oriented.
Yeah. That's like super close.
Like I've seen him before.
Really?
No, I feel like I've seen him.
He has a familiar face?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm super close to them. Like, I'm close to them in different ways. That makes sense.
Good.
Yes.
I was close, still kind of, but like was close to my cousins too, but more so with with my mom and my 2 older brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And grew up in Delaware. Born and raised in Delaware, and I don't have any more family that I'm close to out there anymore. So it was no reason for me to go back. But as soon as I graduated, I said, I need to get as far away from Delaware as possible. Not as far away from my family, even though that hurt. But I switched to Texas. Then I joined it. Then I went back to Texas. But my family is scattered.
They're everywhere? So, where do your parents stay?
My dad is in Pennsylvania. She's in Georgia. She moved to Georgia around 2018. So she moved to Georgia. My little brother's in Georgia. My oldest brother is in Virginia. He just got married. And my second nephew on the way just got out the second baby boy.
Cute.
Yep. And then my sister is also in PA, but she's going to be in DC. So we're all scattered.
They're all everywhere.
East Coast, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Wait, it's actually kind of cool though, because at least you have a reason to like go visit them, like travel or something.
Okay, I've been to almost every state on the East Coast. Almost every state along the southern border.
See, I have some family. We're not really scattered, but like my main family, they're in Houston, Texas, and then I have some family from my mom's side, and like dad's side a little bit in Cambodia. So
Have you been back?
I actually have never been. I've been begging my parents to take me. My mom, I think, might take me next year, but for a while they just didn't let us go for some reason. I think I asked my dad why hasn't he gone back, and he told me that it kind of brings back a feeling of fear because when he was like little, he's the oldest of his 4 siblings, and during like the war, because my grandpa was like the general chief of Cambodia, like the war with like the French communists and stuff, like with Cambodia. Um, my dad had to like kind of run away, and like escape with my grandma with his mom. And he said that he saw a lot, like so. I guess when he goes back, it kind of puts it back, like kind of like PTSD on.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about Vietnam?
I actually haven't, but my mom. That's what we were planning on doing, like an Asia trip, like going from Vietnam. Fingers crossed, going to Japan, then to Vietnam, then to Cambodia.
So 2 questions. The first one: have you been outside of the country?
I've only ever been to Canada.
I mean, I guess
Canada.
I think Canada and Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico is like your basics. Yeah.
But you've never been across the sea. You should. Well, hopefully, when you start flying, you will.
Yeah, I really want to.
It's a lot different out there. So, but you want to go to Japan? I've had, Natalie. I had Natalie, and she talked to me about. No, wrong.
Oh.
But my Natalie, she was on.
Asian Natalie. Yeah.
Well, her husband went to. I don't know. They went to the Asian conference. And I think there's like I don't want to say race aspect, but like the darker skin is.
Oh yeah.
Or the lighter skin Asians are aggressive towards the darker skin.
Yeah. So, did she educate you a bit on like why they're
kind of?
What'd she say?
I just want to say because I'm not familiar. I mean, escape me. But let's get your side.
From my knowledge, that I understand is that lighter skinned Asians down darker skinned Asians is because Asians or anybody that works outside of the field are like considered poor. So if you're like dark skinned, that means like you're outside all the time working, and if you're lighter skinned, that means you stay inside and you have people working for you. You're like kind of wealthy and well off. Makes sense.
Yeah, so it's kind of like slavery, but with money.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. I love my tan skin. Like I'm Cambodian. This is kind of considered my winter shade. I can get pretty dark, but my mom hates it. She's like, "Don't get too dark. You need to wear sunscreen." But I'm like, I don't care. Like I'm winter Cambodian. I can get dark. So.
Well, this is my lighter complexion. Maybe only two. There was a point where I got really dark, but I don't. I kind of stay inside. Uh, Switching gears because you said you wanted to talk to me about this relationship that you were in.
Wait. Now I don't know if I want to talk about it. I'm like embarrassed. I think one that you would really find interesting is this relationship I was in for 5 years, and after that, I never dated again.
When did that end?
We ended in, I believe, I'd say in March of 2020.
So you were 22. So it's like college sweetheart.
College, early college, I guess. Yeah, we were together for a really long time. Okay, I'm just gonna speak good things about him, just in case he sees this. We're on good terms now, but I think because we met at such a young age, we were really we had a lot of growing up to do together.
Yeah.
He's I think 3 years older than me, so when I was 18, he was 21. So that's the age where you're starting to get into going out and you're partying and things like that. And I just felt like I wasn't really focusing on what I had to do, my school wise and my priorities. I'm going into college and I wasn't really focusing on school. I was focusing on other things. Um, yeah, it was not the best relationship, but I feel like now that we're older, we've actually came to terms of being on good terms. He's a father now, which I think is a beautiful thing. Of course, I was a little sad because I was with him for so long. That was something that I saw in the future, but I knew that it was like a sign from God, like maybe he just needed this child, you know, to like teach him how to be a better man, you know.
Is he with the woman of the family? Okay.
I think they're together. I think they're co-parenting. Yeah, I think they're co-parenting. I wish like our relationship was a lot healthier. Not because like I want to see it back together. That's already out of the picture. I just feel like we went through so much together that I wish I could like go back in time and like kind of use that part, you know, because it wasn't. It was really toxic out.
But that's what you know, old relationships are for. I treat every relationship as a learning experience. So those 5 years, just 5 years of learning yourself, learning what you don't like in them, learning what you did like, looking forward to the best parts of him and somebody else, and not giving up.
After that relationship though, it just like hit me like a truck. Like I don't know, I was scared to date again. You know, like I wasn't interested in like seeing anybody else. It's like that's
Well,
5 years.
I think what is it? Five. You gotta like wait double or half the time that you were with the person. So if it's somebody 2 years, it takes about a year to get over there. I think that's how it is.
It honestly did take me a year to get over him, like completely, like fully healed. Like it took me a year, and he moved on kind of fast. But I feel like guys tend to do that sometimes.
Maybe we just project that, but don't actually feel that.
Yeah. But because I went through so much in that time period, not just because of this relationship, like everything I went to as a kid, I just started seeing therapy, which I think is pretty cool. Like everyone needs to see therapy at least like once, because I feel like you have somebody that's I guess educated in learning like how to speak to people, you know, that's gone through a lot. Yeah, I feel like parts of me that I'm getting older is like healing slowly and slowly. I still feel like I have a lot of work to do, but I feel like everyone always has. You know, you're not gonna be perfect.
Yeah. So are you looking for like your next to be your last, or you just?
I'm open to like dating. You know, like I think I also don't want to be distracted with like school. You know, like I'm open to it. Like I mean, like I recently met someone, but I'm trying to not like let that get past my main focus, right? Like I have this habit of like not putting myself first.
Yeah.
And that was like one thing that I was like, I need to focus on myself. I need to focus on my career, you know, like school, get your shit together. You know, am I allowed to cuss? Am I allowed to cuss? I need to get my shit together, you know? And like the pressure of me, like I'm in my midlife crisis phase right now, you know, I'm like, oh God, like I don't have like my life together. Oh, sorry. Quarter life crisis. Quarter life crisis. And I'm like, okay, I need to like get my shit together, you know, like I'm gonna pay for my own insurance soon, you know? Like isn't this the age where people get married and like have kids or like I don't know, buy a house or something?
You have so much time. I'm 30. So much time. I want to have a kid soon, just because I want to be able to be active with their
Yeah.
but you have so much time. I know women's biology too, so I don't know how you feel about kids and stuff, but you guys.
I haven't like seen kids yet. It comes up on my mind from time to time. It's like a seasonal thing. I'm like, oh, like I want kids, and then sometimes I'm like, oh God, I'm too selfish to have children right now. You know?
Well, and you like it's the same as getting in a relationship. It's have the commitment is 100%. So you want to take away from flying.
Yeah. And that's like actually my biggest fear is like I know the career I chose is gonna be hard. I'm not gonna see my family. I'm not gonna see my partner. Like I'm gonna miss some like important holidays like Christmas or Thanksgiving and stuff. But I just want somebody to be supportive, you know, of what I want to do. You know.
Is the person you're kind of talking to supportive of what you want to do?
We don't really know each other well enough for me to answer him, but I think from what I picked up, I think he is. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I think so. Yeah. Wait, it's posted. I don't know.
Just cool people.
Okay, what do you know? Tell me what you know about it. Okay, this is not gonna be put in there. Came out of nowhere. I was just like, okay, what the fuck? It always happens. Like I feel like stuff like this always happens when I'm not looking either.
That's how I was supposed to. When you're not looking, you find something.
Yeah, you find someone.
We met through Flag. What brought you here?
So, whenever I was like a young, like 12-year-old, I used to be really, really tomboy. Like, if you look at pictures of me, you'd be like, who is that lesbian? And I've always like thrown a football around because I grew up with just boy cousins. I had the one that you saw, like 2 girl cousins, but I wasn't as close to them. I was closer to my boy cousins because that's who I was around a lot of the times. And of course, like, they played basketball or they played football, so it was like always around me. And then whenever I joined like an organization back at home in Houston, there was a club in IM. You know IMs, like intramurals. I was playing in that, and then I joined this organization where I was a flag, like the tournament was happening. Like, we play and practice, and I got into it. And then when I was playing over there in Houston, I met somebody that was here. I think you know him, Daniel.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'll show you a picture of him. But he lives here, but he was like helping Houston's flag team practice. And so when I told him I was moving, he was like, "Oh, like you can play with us here." When I moved here, like the friendship dynamic was so different. Like we're actually not that close anymore. I mean, we're still friends, but we're not as close. But we just kept playing. Flag is fun, and it's like
It's a good community.
it's not really like something I'm passionate about, and I think it's because I underestimate myself a lot. It's on the ball. You have no idea how bad it makes me feel. It makes me feel like shit. Like one time, whenever Ian was watching me play, and I dropped the ball in front of him, like I was tearing up. I was like about to cry. And then that one time, whenever you played with me, and I was dropping so much, and I feel really bad habit of doing that. To kind of work on is that like I have really high expectations of myself, but I can't get it right. It's really frustrating, you know. And I
Throw the ball. But
what's in a blue moon?
now on Friday I was sick. Friday.
Yeah.
I was bad Friday. But yeah, whenever you drop something, it's just a drop. And then you get past it. I don't yell at you.
I got
Yeah,
when I first played at Houston. My experience playing for flat like it's actually perfect for me. I get yelled at by the QB,
Yeah.
or like I was heard from like a couple people saying that I wasn't that good of a player, or that I wasn't valuable, things like that.
See, no, that's the bad flag community. You gotta hang around the us people. Try to make them get better.
I feel like playing with you and playing with like this new team that I play with like on Fridays, it made me find an enjoyment playing flag again because I feel like you guys give me an opportunity to try. When you're like, I'm gonna keep giving you the ball and trusting it, I'm like, I think that's so nice. So like whenever I play to drop it, or like get the fuck off the field, get off, like you know.
Right, because I know that you'll catch it eventually.
Eventually.
If you drop 10, you might catch 11. 11 might be the best catch you had. You know, just work the game. That's all that matters.
So yeah, I think that's nice. You guys are all really sweet. Like everybody that with like with T. Oh my gosh, she's so nice. She's so cool. I know she's like, ooh, she's nice.
Sometimes she yells at me. When I was playing with her, but she hated me.
Really?
We cool now.
Wait, that's so funny. Wait, were you QB though?
I was their first quarterback. Then they fired me.
What?
Yeah, 'cause I didn't hang out with them.
Did they have Marco Pablo?
They got Pablo.
Is it Marco Pablo? Pablo now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's all good. I would understand all the time, but it is what it is. But like, it was mainly like a chemistry thing because we were winning, but it is what it is. But I'm glad you got in the flag, and I'm glad you're on the team. I may take a season off after this coming Tuesday. I got to heal.
Are you like injured right now?
Yeah, my elbow.
What happened?
Got a tendon. I had to go. I got to let it heal. So, I'll just take a season off of everything, and then I'll come back. Hopefully my team
That's it.
dissipate.
Yeah.
To wrap up, because I know we're short on time, maybe we'll do part two, people. We'll see. But the question I asked everybody, because this is Chasing OK, presented by LiveOK. LiveOK is presented by me. Centered around mental awareness. So the question I ask is, are you okay? And when you're not okay, how do you get okay?
I'd say I'm okay. I think I'm like at a good mental, I guess, phase of my life. Like, waves. It's like seasonal. Like where I'll be like not okay, or I'll be okay. It's never gonna be like a perfect sunny day, right? But I think what helped me like being quote unquote okay with journaling, I recently started that this year, is writing down like everything that I'm feeling, like, and then like reading back on it, you're like, oh wow, like I can't believe I was feeling like that because now I feel okay, you know, like it's just something that you feel temporary. It's not gonna matter. Just like journaling, writing down. Yeah.
It's good. Well, I'm glad you have found that. I actually started writing again. I've turned more towards poetry. This like poetry in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Got back into it.
That's cool. See?
Really good for the mental. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing okay. I tell everybody, and I do mean it, if you're ever not okay and you need somebody to talk to, I'm always there. I don't do anything, so I always respond. But other than that, I do appreciate you coming up. I do appreciate having this conversation. If you want to have another conversation, let me know when we have more time. But to wrap up, everybody gets motivation. So you get to look at the camera.
Alright guys, so at this point the mic cut out. Like I said, those mics are kind of trash, but Alicia was going to give you a bit of motivation, and her motivation was pretty much saying that comparison is the thief of joy. So when you compare yourself to others, you lose track on your goals, your ambitions, what you want to do in life. So pretty much just focus on the path that you're running. On the like I said, this podcast is Chasing OK Life's Marathon, because life is a marathon. Everybody's given a race. Everybody's running their own race. Everybody's charting their own path. You can follow in the footsteps of others, but at a certain point in life, you're gonna have to branch off, do your own thing, and live the life that you were destined to lead or live. So that's pretty much all she was saying. I'm sorry that the audio got cut out. I hope you enjoyed the pod. I hope you do not compare yourself to others. I hope you find joy in the life that you live. And I hope everybody continues to like, share, follow, subscribe, and do all the good things like I said down below. I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate y'all listening. Love y'all. Be safe. Be great. Thanks for listening to the Ramblings of a Madman. If you want to come on and have a conversation, feel free to message me at the email in the bio. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Life is about choices. It would be great if you choose to like, share, and subscribe. Stay safe and be great.
Ain't perfect, but ain't no complaining. I know my shit is different. I just can't explain it. Food for thought.